What's up, guys? It's Gravekeeper 7 again, and Gravekeeper 7 here, and here with another profile of Time Thieves. I'm gonna show you what I run in my Time Thieves. Not too much. I haven't had time to figure out what else I want in the extra deck, and I'm still working on the main deck, but this deck has worked pretty good for me right now. I've beaten a couple good decks, Dino decks, True Dracos. Had good matchups with zombie decks. Good matchups with Pendulum Magicians. Um, I'm still working on this deck. I just can't wait till we get the dual power. So then we get the Utopia double, and I'll add a Utopia double obviously in the extra deck, and then add uh, the double or nothings, and then this deck would be even much better than it is right now. But I'm gonna go ahead with the profile, and I'll show you. I run triple Time Thief Winders. When this guy is normal summon or special summon, you can go ahead and add a Time Thief card from your deck to your hand. Run triple regulators. Regulator is like the rescue rabbit. You normal summon him, take him out, and then special summon two time thief cards, Winder and Bezel Ship. Uh, and then just two Bezel Ships. That's all I need in this deck. You don't want to run too much of him. He's not that all that great. Maybe thinking of bringing him to one, but two works perfectly fine right now with Bezel Ship. And then I run two Summoner Monks, although we don't have too many spells in the deck. But Summoner Monk comes in handy because he's a 4 level. And then I run the True Abyss Actor, Curtain Raiser. He's very good to when you activate him onto the Pendulum Scale and then activate his effect to special summon him when you have no monsters on the field to get special summon onto the field with 2200 attack. But he's very good to just easy special summon to the field to get the XZ summoning going on, because this is what this deck is mostly about, is mostly XZ summoning monsters, which is bringing XZ summoning back. And then I run the triple Danger Mothman. With Danger Mothman, you activate his effect if he gets scoped out or not. He gets to special summon himself on the field and draw a card. And if he does get scoped out to the graveyard, you and your opponent do draw one card and then discard one. And then triple Danger Chupacabra. Same thing with Mothman, except when if he doesn't get scoped out, special summon to the field. If he gets scoped out, you go ahead and special summon a danger monster from the graveyard onto the field, which I usually use him after Mothman's in the graveyard, just in case he does get scoped out. I'm not wasting his effect. And just two effect Veilers. You could choose to run either Ash Blossoms or any other hand trap, or you can even add more hand traps into this deck. But I like Effect Veiler. Some people also choose Effect Veiler over the Infinite Impermanence. Just one Time Thief hack. With Time Thief hack, you can activate Time Thief hack, then start to XZ summoning, and your XZ summoning monsters can't be affected by any card effects, and or negated or whatnot. But also, you can activate the effect of Time Hack to then increase your XZ monster's attack, depending how many materials it has, by 500. And then it can also attack directly. Triple instant fusions. Just got two targets in the deck for instant fusion. One upstart, one Regeki, two rank ups, magical lunch. This is for the Azathoth in the deck. Obviously, people with time redoer. Use up his materials at the end phase, you can set this, and then by your opponent's turn, just go ahead and quick play into the Azathoth. Two Twin Twisters for the back row, obviously. The set cards, Hatred Nade. This deck is pretty much scared of back row, but not too much. Then we run triple of the Shade. This is good for, make sure you don't have any other trap card in your graveyard. You go ahead and set this, activate it at the same time you set it, so you can special summon it onto the field. It's a easy level 4. Start ranking up with that. Then 2 Time Thief Flybacks. I only usually use this card mostly when it's in the graveyard, so I can snatch a card from my opponent's graveyard and attach it to my Xyz monster. Or you can just activate it after the next turn you set it on your opponent's turn to then add a Time Thief card from your deck and attach it to your Xyz monster. So basically, this is just recovering materials onto putting it back into your Xyz monster. 1 Heavy Storm Duster, and a Solemn Brigade, Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, and Solemn Strike. And that's it for the main deck. 40 card main deck. And then for the Xyz monsters, it's just run 2 Time Thief Redoors. With Redoor, if he has a spell card, trap card, and a monster card attached to him, he can quick effect attach all 3. With the spell card you draw, with the trap card, you can select a face-up card your opponent controls and set it back on top of your opponent's deck. With a monster card, he can banish himself. That's for him. Tornado Dragon, obviously detach and pop back roll stuff. As a thought, just cancels out monster effects at the time he's assuming. Pretty much a lockdown once he's out there. 1 Abyss Dweller, or just in case cards that activate in the graveyard, just go ahead and when you play a deck like that, Abyss Dweller seems to be a good choice. 1 Bagooska, maybe thinking of bumping him at 2 just for the stalling part. But other than that, he's good right now for 1. And then my instant fusion targets Mud Dragon and Restrict, I mean. Just go ahead. I like stealing monsters with Restrict, just to get away with some of the problems. Restrict seems to be a very good card. Yeah, this deck still needs a little bit more fixing into it, but like I said, Utopia Double would be added on. 2 of them would be added on onto the extra deck, which will help a lot with the double or nothing. It's a really cool combo I'd like to show you once I get that card, but yeah, this is my Time Thief deck. Please comment and subscribe. Any questions, just go ahead and comment below.